What is the worst thing about being old?
Not being able to do things that you could do when you were young.
Like, you can't bend down and get stuff on the floor.
Well, I can still do that, but the problem is your body gets a bit stiff.
No, I know it hurts a lot when you try
Yeah.
to get down when you are
That's
old.
right, yes. You might get sick more often. Hopefully
Yeah.
I don't, but that's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's pretty bad.
It is pretty bad.
Do you wish you were young? Why?
Well, the problem about, the great thing about being young is you have more time. You have more time to do things.
Oh my. Okay. At this point, if you've ever tried this, like leaving your base impulsively to another place, to another state, to another place, far or near, like what inspired you to that? I would like to know what inspired you to do that, and how did that make you feel at the end of the day? I woke up this particular Friday morning, and I got this video and I was watching. And then the video was all about trying to do the things you were scared of, right? So being a student of life, I had to make a mental note of the things I was actually scared of doing, for some good reasons, for some bad reasons. And then I picked the easiest, right? Baby steps. So apparently, I've been wanting to visit Jos for the longest time, at least ever since I came to Abuja, right? So, but then each and every time I bring this to my friends, like, oh, I want to visit Jos, they're like, oh, Abuja, no, Jos is unsafe, Nigeria is unsafe, and all those yada 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 yada. I made a mental note. I was like, okay, maybe I should visit Jos now. Let me just, jump over this hump and let's see what happens. Something out of the ordinary. I know I'm this kind of person who wants to like plan, make sure you've tightened all loose ends and all of that. So for the first time in my life, I set out for a journey without a plan. Like, I didn't know where I was going to stay. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I didn't even know how I was going to get to Jos itself. Like, I have never been to Jos all my life, crying out loud. So, and the thought of it was really, really excited. So what I did was to like pack my bags, set out for Jos without letting the soul know about it. I didn't tell a single person I was going to Jos. Reason because I didn't want to be discouraged, right? Jeans socks. That's the code safety. So here we have my bag, my cardigan. I realized that there were really buses going to Jos, and I'm like, oh, Jos is actually supposed to be unsafe. Why are there people going to Jos still? Jos I went. It was a pretty much smooth ride, right? I had great company in the car, so the journey wasn't so much of a hassle. At first, I prepared my mind for at most a 3 hours journey, but then we ended up spending approximately 6 hours. Our car left the park around 12:30, and then we got to Jos around 18:11. That's a few minutes past 6 p.m. So I got a place to stay. Funny thing was that on day one, I lodged with a stranger. I'll keep it at that. So I was tired and I couldn't do much. Just found a place to like eat, and then I slept off. Then the second day I set out on a trip. Now mind you, these decisions were taken impulsively, but deep down within my heart, when I was bouncing about Jos that Friday morning, I had to check tourist attractions in Jos. And then I saw the Aesop waterfall. I've always known about Aesop waterfall, and I've always been longing to see that waterfall. I don't know what it is I have with waterfalls, right? I don't know. I don't know. And then elephants too. I saw this particular elephant at the wildlife park, and I'm like, I haven't seen an elephant in my life before, so I guess this is a good time to see one. So with that being said, the first day I set out. Hello. Hey baby. Hey baby. Hey baby. Bayfield Resort. Like, I didn't know such a place existed in Jos. I wasn't expecting to see any water body in Jos, but Bayfield Resort actually caught my fan. One of the major activities in Jos is actually the mining because mining of tin and columbite. Yeah, I learned that from the trip. So it happens that Jos has this huge reserve of tin and columbite, so that actually attracts miners to that location. So the Bayfield Resort came about due to the mining activities there years ago, and the water is so clean. Like, you must have seen the video. I started the video earlier on in this vlog. So the water is so clean, like, so, and it feels very serene. I actually went there on a Sunday morning. So apparently at that time there weren't so many persons. There were not so many persons. I could count the number of persons I met there at that time. According to one of the workers, he said that people usually come around with their families in the evening. It's such a sweet place to hang out. Of course, perfect for Sunday evenings. Like if you want to like go out with your family, your friends, whatever, just get the touch of nature. Like, and then I forgot to mention, I actually went on a boat ride. Now, one other thing, incredible thing about Jos is that I think everything, it's safe to say that everything is cheap. Now, for something like that, I know if you have something like that in Abuja, it was going to cost way more than it did cost in Jos. And if you have something like that in Lagos, of course, you all know. So for the boat ride, I paid 500 naira for. I paid 1,000 for my friend and myself. That's for a half tour. But if you want to like tour around the whole of the river, then you have to like pay 1,000 naira for each trip for one person. So it's more like a half tour 500, 1,000 for a full trip. Capish. But then it was awesome. Like it was a beautiful experience for me. I took some pictures and then made the videos for you to see what I've seen and all that. So, with that being said, we've come to the end of this vlog. What else? I couldn't compress everything into one video, right? So I'm going to like send in another part. Like there will be a part 2 to this vlog where I get to show you my visit to Unijos and then the biggest vegetable market in Nigeria. Yeah, it's safe to say that Barikin Ladi is one of the biggest vegetable markets in Nigeria because a lot of goods live there to several major cities in Nigeria like Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Onitsha, and all whatnot. So there's going to be a part 2 to this video. So sit tight and watch. And please, if at this point you haven't subscribed to my channel, hey, God have mercy.